Hello, my beautiful people, my beautiful souls. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a purposeful and wonderful day today. I'm sending you lots of love and peace. So today I want to talk about another very important topic, which is how to forgive yourself and how to let go. Forgiving yourself for things that you've done in the past, and forgiving yourself for your mistakes, for the circumstances you have found yourself in, is very important for you to be able to move forward effectively and live a better life. You don't want to be holding on to these things and struggling to forgive yourself and beating yourself up about something that you just have to move on and progress from. So we're going to touch on how to forgive today. So the first step to forgiveness is having a compassionate mindset towards yourself. Realizing that you did the best you could in that moment with all the information you had at that particular time. So if you made that mistake last year or even when you were younger, you did the best you could with that information at that time. You have to accept what's happened and be compassionate towards yourself regarding it. Maybe you've interacted with the wrong guy and you ended up regretting something you did. There's a reason for that, and holding on to the fact that there's a reason for that is very important. Accepting it and showing compassion to yourself is the first step to moving towards forgiving yourself. Another step to forgiving yourself is that this is going to be like a physical exercise. So what you have to do is you have to go to the mirror, look at yourself eye to eye in the mirror, put your hand to your heart, and basically tell yourself, I forgive myself, with your hand on your heart. And you look at yourself into your eyes and you tell yourself, I forgive myself. And that helps you to connect with your soul. It helps you to connect with your inner person. And you can start to let go and forgive when you look into your eyes, like you're looking at yourself, telling yourself, I forgive you. And you can be specific about the thing you want forgiveness for. I forgive myself for this. You can take your time to break it down. Talk about how the situation you found yourself in, how you couldn't have done any better at that time and it's okay and you will do better next time. You can also encourage yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself and saying, I will not allow myself to be in this situation again. I will move forward. I've forgiven myself, I forgive you, and I will do better next time. And now you're promising to yourself that you will do better. And that's another step to forgiving yourself, where you have more confidence in yourself that you won't be in the same situation again and you've learned from your mistakes. Aiming to learn from the mistakes that you've made. That also allows you to forgive yourself, because at least it wasn't in vain, any mistakes or any circumstances you find yourself in. Nothing's in vain anyway, because there's always a bigger picture, there's a reason for everything. But if you're able to take the lessons that you learn from it, if you're able to get lessons and actually apply them to your life moving forward, it really does help you to feel like, okay, it kind of gives more meaning to what happened, even though it may be seen as a mistake. And then you're able to just move on because you've taken the lesson and you're keeping it pushing and you're going on with it. So the first step was acceptance and compassion towards yourself. The second step was mirror work. So looking at yourself in the mirror, connecting with yourself and telling yourself, I forgive you. I accept this happened. This is what happened to me. Connect with your soul and say, I forgive you for this that has happened. And I forgive myself and I'm willing to move forward with the lessons that I've learned. Another step, this relies a bit more specific to, like, if you feel like you've made a mistake in terms of like maybe a sexual sin or a sin that relates specifically to a certain part of your body, or like if you regret something like an abortion or something like that. What you would do in this situation is you would put your hand on the area that you want to let go of, like the shame, and forgive yourself for. So you, for this example that I mentioned now, you put your hand on your womb and you would say, I forgive myself for doing this. And you also speak to that organ. Ask the organ for forgiveness. Say, womb or vagina, please forgive me for how I have acted with you, how I've treated you, how I've maybe misused you. Accept that and ask for forgiveness for that area. And that helps you to let go of any energy that might be holding that area. That it's maybe like you're holding energy of shame or guilt or or worthlessness in that area because of what's happened. So if you tell that area, I'm sorry, I forgive you, please forgive me, I'm sorry for this, forgive me, and then it's like you're releasing the energy from that area once you touch that area, and you focus on that area and you channel that energy of forgiveness to that specific area. And that will also help with specific things in relation to your body that you want to forgive yourself for. This could extend to many different things. Like it could, like any part of your body, if there's something that you want to forgive yourself for doing in relation to your body, you can always connect to that part of your body and ask for forgiveness from that part of the body. Forgive yourself as well for what may have happened to that part of the body, and then you let it go. And that part of the body will obviously forgive you, because that part of the body is still part of you. So if you're going for this whole forgiveness process, then and you're asking it for forgiveness, obviously it's going to forgive you, and then you can forgive yourself as a whole as well. So that's another good way for you to connect to certain parts of your body to forgive yourself and forgive yourself as a whole as well through mirror work, and then hone into specific parts of yourself to help you connect to the parts that might be needing a bit more healing and a bit more love and a bit more attention. And another way to forgive yourself, or a different perspective on life in general that helps with forgiveness, is that everything happens for a reason, and there is a reason behind everything that happens under the sun. So for example, if you did end up sleeping with the wrong person, or if you did end up failing exams or something like that, there is a bigger reason for that. There is a bigger reason. You're on a journey. It's not like it's the end of the world because of these situations. You're still alive, so that means you're still able to do better tomorrow, and you're still able to take those situations and move forward. And remember that God has an ultimate plan. The ultimate plan is God's, and God already knows your end from your beginning, and God knows everything, and God knows that you've already made this potential mistake. But to God, he's forgiven you, and if God can forgive you, then you can definitely forgive yourself, because he sent his son to die on the cross for your sins, so that you would not have to feel anything in relation to your sin no more, or anything or any mistakes that you've experienced or had in your life. So if you come with that knowing that God has forgiven you for your sins, then you can also forgive yourself for your sins as well. So yeah, and just remember there's a bigger plan at play. What happens most of the time is when people reach old age, they look back at all the things they went through when they were younger, all the regrets, all the mistakes, and they realize that it was all part of the plan. It all worked out in the end. Everything is always working out for you. Everything is always working out for you. Just keep reminding yourself that when you feel the need to forgive yourself or beat yourself about things, remember that everything is always working out for you. You can't see the bigger picture now, but soon you will see the bigger picture, and the bigger picture will be beautiful to behold. And you'll be like, wow, I'm glad I went through that. I'm glad that happened to me, because it got me to the place I am today, and I have become the person I am today. And that's another beautiful thing about making mistakes. It helps you build your character and become a better person, and become a more deep, insightful person. And potentially your mistakes that you made, you can use that to help other people. So there's so many ways you can look at it in a positive way when it comes to forgiving yourself. You know, you can always have hindsight and think, oh my God, like if I was the person I am now, then I wouldn't have made that mistake. But guess what? The person you are now wouldn't be the person you are now if you didn't make that mistake then, and if you weren't that person then. So show love to that person then, and appreciate that person then. Appreciate the person they were to become the person you are today. And then be proud of yourself, give yourself credit, acknowledge yourself, like show love to yourself deeply, because it's a never-ending journey, this journey of life. And forgiving yourself is important for you to release, but also remember that there is a bigger picture, and that can be hard to see, especially if the mistakes you've made are like very detrimental and they're life-changing mistakes which you cannot even try and cover up. It's with you for life. But that's okay, because you can always trust me, you will look back and you'll be like, I get it. I get it. I completely get it. So yeah, that's it from me. Before we go, what would be nice for us to do is to do a little meditative practice where we are letting go of everything we want to forgive ourselves for. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do some breathing. As we breathe in, we're going to breathe in forgiveness. We're going to breathe in acceptance. We're going to breathe in compassion into our bodies, into whatever part of your body you want to forgive yourself for, and into your body as a whole. So this is what we're going to do every time we breathe in. We're breathing in compassion, we're breathing in love, we're breathing in unconditional love, unconditional patience, and extra care for ourselves. That's what we're breathing in. And we're going to breathe out. As we breathe out, as we exhale, we're going to breathe out all our mistakes, all regrets, all negative emotions associated with the situations we've been through. We're breathing that out, and we're saying we're letting it go. We're forgiving ourselves for it. We're breathing in positive vibes, and we're letting go of all the negative vibes. And we're saying we're letting it go. We're letting it go. We're forgiving ourselves in this moment. So we're going to do a few breathing practices. We're going to take like a few breaths, and this will also help you to forgive yourself. So let's go. We're going to take a deep breath in. You want to hold it as you breathe it in. You hold for a few seconds. As you're holding in that love, that compassion that you've breathed into your body. You hold it within your body. And then you let go. You're letting go of all the regret. You're letting go of all the mistakes. You're letting go of everything that you want to forgive yourself for. And you're saying to yourself that I forgive myself. So that's basically the practice. You're breathing in compassion, love, acceptance for yourself. You're holding it within your body so your body can feel it and feel good about it. Then you're letting go of all the negatives. You're letting go of the mistakes. You're letting go of any situation you find yourself in, and you are choosing to forgive as well. Choosing to forgive yourself. Let's do a few rounds of this, and then we'll be good. Breathing in that love, breathing in that forgiveness, breathing in acceptance and compassion. Hold it within your body. We let go. We let go of all the mistakes. We let go of all regret. We let go of everything that we are holding on to currently. That's it. Hope you're able to get something from this video today, and you're able to feel more forgiving towards yourself, feeling more compassionate towards yourself, love yourself, and realize there is a bigger picture always at play. Everything is always working in your favor, and good things are going to continuously come your way. All right, my friends, my beautiful people, as I always say, follow your purpose, be a light in this world, and I'm sending you lots of love and peace.